Mike. Okay, so we're finals about to get underway here. Co-commentator with me, Abdul Hakim. Say hello.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone.
So, Hakim's been playing for Madrid. How many games have you played in this tournament?
I played 2 games, yes.
2 games,
Yeah.
okay. And here we go. First ball of this final. It's Hakim. Oh, down the leg side. Oh dear, kicks off with a wide.
Yeah, it's a brilliant bowling by Imran. You know, he's I think one of the highest wicket taker of the Madrid CC.
Yeah, it's been a revelation. The success that Madrid's had this year has been partly responsible to some great bowling from Imran. Comes in, pushes that right up on the legs. Well, that'll take a quick single. So we've got Adnan and Ravi opening the batting for Spain. So who do you think are favourites for this match?
It's like a 50-50, you know.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
think 50-50?
Yeah, because of the weather, so many
Optimistic.
things.
Yeah, well, in comes Imran again.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely pushed up.
I think now we will see, like, if this Madrid CC, they have a very good bowlers also, Imran, Akshay. Because I'm sure if they get early wickets, it will be a good chance to win.
Yeah, well, let's see. Imran's been the top bowler, but it's a lot to ask him to. Oh, a lovely flick there. Just leant into it, flicked it over backward square for 4 runs. Yeah, there's some great batting in this Spanish side.
Especially Ravi is a good player. I've seen his games, you know.
Yeah. So, in the first match that Madrid played against Spain, oh look at that! Just leans, angles the bat, and takes the pace of the ball down to the boundary. Kind of effortless shot, really, and yet another 4. So a really solid start for Spain here. 11 runs. Suggestion of rain again.
Yeah, it looks like.
And so I'm just going to pop the umbrella up here to protect the commentary box.
In this pitch, you have to be very fast bowler or you have to be very slow. And if you're in the middle, it's too easy. It's so easy. It comes to the bat and batsman can smash you very easily.
Yep. So that's the end of the first over. Very solid start for Spain. Yeah, they'll be looking to get close to 200.
Yesterday they had 200, no?
In the game, they scored 207. I think that was against Barcelona, and then Barcelona made 107. And it looked like they were on course to get a similar score against us, but they fell a bit short at the end and finished on about 180 something.
I think it depends on these 2 batsmen, Ravi and Adnan. So if let's see what Akshay can do.
Yeah, in the match against Spain yesterday, he was bowling short and being punished for it. Hopefully he can pitch it up a little bit this time. It's short but not too short. It's pushed out into the covers. It'll just be a single. Galley Fields makes a good 2-handed grab at the ball, and the ball comes back over to Lance, who's got the towel out, giving it a try, and tosses it over to Akshay. So it's like it's Ravi on strike. Oh, a hit on the pad. Oh, good.
Very good appeal.
That must have been close. Maybe just going over the top. Yeah, it's a fine ball from Akshay.
He was complaining before that he has some leg injuries, but I think he recovered very quickly.
Akshay?
Yes.
Yeah?
So he did a couple of stretching. It helps.
Yeah. Okay, in comes Akshay again. That's a good length ball. Oh, it's in the air. Oh, but it's dropped over the cover fielders, and it's going to trickle out to the boundary for 4. So an effective shot. You know, when you're in the power play, if you can lift it over the inner ring, you're going to get runs. So who are the fielders back on the boundary? We've got
We
third
have
man.
Patrick.
Oh, Patrick over here.
Yeah, the leg side. So I think the captain himself, he went back now.
Oh, okay. So we've gone back to the boundary. So we've got a sweeper on the offside at cover, deep cover, and then the square leg has come up, and that's going straight to him. So a nice positional change in the field there. Stop the single. Oh, I can see a tiny little bit of blue sky in the distance.
Yeah, now we have a little hope.
Yeah, just hope it doesn't rain again. Okay, so Akshay, 2 balls to come in this over. Oh, and that's in the air. I think it's going to be safe. Ooh, oh, it just drops over Lance's head at mid-off.
Yeah, nice fielding.
Yeah, he chased it down and picked it up well, and looks like run 2 there. But yeah, that was aerial. Could have gone to hand. Just managed to lift it over the fielder's head. So there's been a couple of streaky shots in this second over. Oh, full toss, put away. Oh, great diving stop, fantastic diving stop. Oh, nearly a run out there. I think that was
Great fielding by Imran.
That was Imran, yeah. Threw himself down, stopped the ball, and even managed to get his arm up and throw the ball towards the stumps. Hope he hasn't injured himself.
It was a chance of run out.
Yeah.
If he would throw it to the wicket keeper, I think he would.
So 8 off that over from Akshay, and Spain are on a pretty decent 19 for no loss after 2 overs, and it's Ravi doing all the damage. 15 off 9 balls.
Imran again.
Yeah.
This is his second over.
Yeah, he's been typically bowling an opening spell of 3 overs. Let's see if he does that this time. Oh, and it's down the leg side. That's going to be another wide. Oh, I'm being told the camera has frozen. Wait. Oh, just going to keep commentating. So that was a single. Oh, nearly a run out there.
It's a direct hit. Let's see what umpire says.
I'm told that the camera has. Oh dear, yeah. The camera seems to have frozen with a picture of nobody. Yeah, we're not really looking at the camera here, but fine ball from Imran. A bit short outside the off stump, and it was a swing and a miss. No picture. Oh, and again, aerial just lobbed over the cover fielder. I've seen 2 or 3 of those shots. And they run a single. It's frozen. No picture, no picture. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. So, Nadim has come and pressed the right thing, so we're back on. Oh, we've got a shower coming in, the wind's picking up. Thank you. No, my co-commentator Hakim has just disappeared. So, I think you're seeing the images now. So Imran's bowling his second over. That was the end of his second over. Much better than the first one. With just 4 runs from it. No, 5. 5 runs, sorry. It is now. So somebody's just telling me that it's not working, but I think it must be now.
Just 30 seconds.
Okay, so we've got Akshay. He's going to bowl his second over, 4th over of the match. Spain on 23, so they're going along at 8 and over at the moment. And there's just starting to rain. There's a little shower coming down at the moment. The players are still out there, going to carry on. And that's a very short ball. Oh, actually, that's too short. And a lovely pull or hook shot there, keeping the ball down nicely and sending it away to the boundary for 4. Nobody was going to stop that. Ravi looking in good nick. Yeah, Akshay really needs to pitch that ball up a bit more. So, Akshay coming up again. Second ball of this over. And that's a better length, but it's still driven. That's going to be 4 more. So a nice big stride, getting to the pitch of it. Nice clean follow through. And Ravi's on fire here. Two consecutive 4s. Madrid will be hoping he doesn't emulate what Adam did earlier on in the day. He hit 5 consecutive 4s. Oh, lost his run up. Let's go back to the mark. So of course we're in the power play. The 2 players that we've got outside, we have a 3rd man and a cover on the boundary. And that was a good ball. And we have a dot ball for Akshay there. Oh, that was short, stretching for it. Good pick up from Galley. And there's no run. So after 2 4s we've got 2 dots. Somewhat fortunate with that, the ball was quite wide. But it didn't bounce very high, so it's quite a difficult ball to reach for and hit. Okay, 2 to come in this over. Oh, that's a full toss, and that's smacked away. I don't think there's going to be anyone stopping that. Oh, he kept it in. Fantastic fielding from Patrick. Looked like he wasn't going to make it, then he did make it. Looked like after catching the ball he was going to run over the boundary, but he just managed to tiptoe his way along the green section of the ground without going into the red. So well done Patrick. Kept that to 1. Last ball of the over. Oh, and that's short again. It's down to Patrick. Should stop this. Yeah, this one's a regulation stop. And a good throw. Great arm there. So just a single. But still 10 off the over. 18 off of 2 overs from Akshay. And let's see, I think we're going to continue with Imran, or are we going to switch to some spin? No, not time for spin. I think we're going to keep the pace bowlers on during the power play. So it's going to be 1 more from Imran. Oh, big hit up. Could be 6. It's going to carry. Yeah. Oh, fine 6. So you can bowl fast, but I'll hit it back even faster. And that takes Spain on to 40. A great start for Spain off of this over, hitting the first ball for 6 straight down the ground. So the typical response from a fast bowler would be a short ball, and no, oh, that was a better ball. That was a swing and a miss. So comes in, run, digs that ball in, and Lance takes it on the chest, stops the ball, and they just run a single. Lance looks like he's either trying to hide the ball up the back of his shirt or he's drying it. I think it's the second of those. And run again. Oh, flips it up into the on the leg side. It's just rolling out to Patrick at deep square leg, and just a single. So T to come from this over, and that's hit straight down the ground. This should just be the one, and Sumon tried to stop it, couldn't manage, but Lance was backing him up, and I managed to stop that ball going any further. They just ran a single. So good comeback after that first ball going for 6. The next 4 just giving away 3 runs. Oh, and that's gone aerial. Oh, but it's just lobbed over Sumon's head. Nothing he could do about it, and it's rolled to the boundary for 4. So that was a nice shot, just clearing the fielder, and that's 6-13 off the over. So Madrid really struggling here to restrict Spain. No wickets down, 47 after 5 overs. So similar to what happened in the first game between these two sides, Spain got off to a flyer. They're slightly behind that run rate, but still a very decent score. So my co-commentator has disappeared, so I'll just keep nattering on by myself. So it's going to be Akshay to bowl the last over of the power play. Let's see if he can manage to restrict the score. We've got Mohammad Adnan on strike. Oh, it's reached, it's up in the air, could be a catch, yes! That was a pretty rank ball to get a wicket, but then that is so often the case. He just stretched, got some bat on it, flew up in the air, and there was Joe, a backward point, steady as you go, just had to come in a couple of steps, kept his eye on it, and fingers up, took the catch very nicely. So that's the breakthrough that Madrid really needed, because Spain were just motoring along at a pretty decent rate. And of course you still got Ravi there, he's the one that scored the most runs. He's on 31 off a 19, but we've got the new batter coming in now. So a bit of relief after those first 5 overs to get a wicket off the first ball. Actually they'll be pleased with that. It should G him up a bit. Might have been one of the less good balls that he's bowled. But he won't really mind about that. So it's going to be Manav coming out to the bat. He's been scoring runs freely during this tournament. Looked very much in form. So it's Akshay into bowl. Oh no. Are they going to try and run two here? The ball's gone out to cover. No, John's come in, picked up, and they'll just take the single. So a little bit over pitched, and Maniv leant into it and pushed it through the covers. Avoided the close fielder, well, the first of the fielders, but John was sweeping up on the boundary and managed to restrict them to a single. Brings Ravi on to strike though, and he makes no mistake cracking that for 4. Too short, and he just rocks back, and he's very comfortable turning his wrists on that, keeping it down and sending it to the boundary. Patrick, who's at backward square, that went forward a square, had no chance of cutting that off. So we've got a backward square, 2 men out, a backward square, and we have John on the cover boundary. So 3 balls left in this over. And that's another short ball, but he's picked out the fielder this time. Anand's there, and there's going to be no run. Didn't quite catch it as he did the previous one. So 2 balls left of the power play. And Spain on a comfortable 52 for 1 as we come to the end of the 6th over. Well, 2 more to come. And there's going to be a run here. Oh, chance of a run out. Oh, maybe went to the wrong end there. No, it's just a single. And I think Victor, the wicket keeper, with that throw, has hurt something. I think he's got a sore hand there. He's looking in a bit of pain. Hopefully he'll be able to continue. But that looks very sore. In the very first match of this tournament, Victor took one right on the end of the thumb, and maybe he's caught it in the same place. And yeah, to be a wicket keeper, I think you get used to putting up with the pain of that ball hitting different parts of your body. So it's Manav on strike. Oh, he just gets a bit on that. Oh, good fielding from Anand at third man. Clean pick up, put it straight back. You can see Victor's still suffering there. He must have a painful, looks like the right hand. He's asking for something. Oh, he's asking for the helmet. Oh. Just temporarily lost the pictures. They'll be back in a sec, I'm sure. Yep. So it's going to be the skipper, Galley, coming on to bowl now as we switch from pace to spin. Of course, that's the end of the power play. A very good power play for Spain, 54 scored, so that's an average of 9 and over. And so the men spread out around the field. So we've got Sumon down here at long on, just a few metres in from the boundary. Patrick's on the boundary at backward square, I still don't have that many out, although Gally hasn't finished setting his field. But now Akshay's coming out to cow corner, so there'll be 2 in on the leg side. So we've got 5 on the leg, 2 in the circle and 3 out. We've got a fine leg in the circle, a mid wicket, 2 mid wickets, 1 on the boundary, 1 inside. And that's powered out to the cover boundary. John's there, he'll pick that up, and I think they'll take a second. Yeah, no problem running 2 there. See how Gally's doing. Bowling his off spin. In he comes. Short. Tries to paddle it round the corner. That could run away for 4. No. Bit of footwork from Kamal stops it inside the bound. It's a wide as well. So, well, at least it didn't go for 4. But yeah. No, I'm not sure what that signal was. Well, either way, they ran 1. I think he signalled a wide, then changed his mind. Pitched up. Diving stop there, took the pace off it, couldn't stop it completely there. It was Joe, and John comes in to finish up, picks it up and throws it back to the bowler, back to Gally. Gally again. That's short, and that's put away. I think that's going to be 4. Patrick's running round the boundary. He picks up. Is he? I don't know. He's on the ground. No, I think the ball's trickled over the boundary. He sprinted round the boundary, dived. Looked like he was going to stop it, but then it spilled out and just went over the boundary for 4. So unlucky for that, Patrick. So 2-1-1-4. 8 runs off this over so far, and Spain just motoring along, cruising along. So fielding change here. Now Lance is going a little bit deep. He's still inside the circle though, the mid off, and that's driven straight down the ground, but Sumon will come across from mid on, and they'll just take a single. So, last ball of the over. And that's given plenty of air. And fine stop from Lance. Ran across, got 2 hands down to it. And that ball was going to race off to the boundary if he hadn't managed to stop it. And that's the end of the over. So, 10 runs off the over. Another good over for Spain. They're looking very much in control at this stage, with just 7 overs gone. So, going along at just a shade over 9 and over. So it's going to be Patrick, so we're going to continue with spin. So we switch from right-hander to left-hander. Let's see what Patrick can do. Bowled very well in the last match, but this is a much more difficult challenge. So Patrick to Ravi. In he comes. And that's a good length. It's up in the air. It's going to be a chance. Sumon's under it and takes the catch. Fine catch from Sumon. Boy, what a safe pair of hands he's got. Taken some fine catches, and that's a great start for Patrick. The ball wasn't quite there for that shot. Just got under it and lifted it. Now if it had been pitched up a bit more, then it would have gone for 6 for sure, but just a little bit shorter. It was a length ball, and yeah, gets his wicket. Patrick gets his wicket. So 2 down. Still plenty of batting to come. So moral boosting wicket for Madrid CC here at the baseball ground. Maybe one day we'll call it the cricket ground. So new batters come into the crease, and it's going to be Camille, and we know he's a fine batter, scored plenty of runs in his time. Let's see what he can do today. Of course, Spain, having won all of their matches yesterday, have come straight through to the final. Whereas Spain have come, Madrid rather, have come the hard way, finishing 3rd. Here comes oh, he's missed his run up. So yeah, Madrid finished 3rd. Had to play the 3rd and 4th playoff this morning, won that. Then played against Hackney, won that, and here they are in the final. And a big sweep, that's gone straight for 6. Fine hit. Oh, nearly a crowd catch, but it was a crowd drop. So wicket followed by a 6. So Camille looking very confident there, plonking that first one over the square leg boundary for 6. Okay, come on Patrick, find your length. Ah, that's nice, a much better line, and that's a dot ball. So there's 3 contrasting balls, a wicket, a 6 and a dot. Can hear some of the Madrid team egging them on. Oh, and that's pitched up, half volley, but I think it's just going to be is it going to be 2? Oh, good running. So another 2 to the score. Powerfully hit out to extra cover. And Lance was there running round to make sure that ball didn't go over the boundary, and picked up and threw straight back in. He's got a good arm, but they're already quite easily through for 2. So Camille on strike still. Oh, he's coming round the wicket. Okay, let's see if this changes the angles. Oh, and it's going to be a single down to 3rd man. If that was a shorter ball, it just rocked back, cut it away nicely, and just runs a single. So Manav will be on strike for the last ball of the over. In comes Patrick. Oh, and a nice ball. He kind of went forward, then decided no, he's going to go back, and then just pushed it into the offside for a single. But still 10 runs off the over. So Spain still motoring along at a decent rate, despite losing a wicket. Okay, so it's going to be Galley back on to bowl. Bowl the 9th over of this innings. He's bowling to Manif, and that's short. Oh, and allows the batter to rock back. Oh, but Patrick, can he stop it? I think Patrick just stopped it inside the boundary. Oh no, it's not Patrick, it's Camille. Patrick's bowling. Oh, no, where's Patrick gone? Can't see him. But yeah, that was Camel at backward square that did a bit of fancy footwork just on the line to stop the ball going over. And it's Galley now coming in to bowl again. Oh, and that's going to be even another 4. 1 bounce 4. So a slight field adjustment, sending Aki pretty much to where that ball went. Rarely works, but he's the bowler and the skipper, so he can position the field wherever he likes. Oh, and this is just going to be a single outside the off stump. It's a good line. He just angles the bat and plays it down to third man, and Anand is on hand there to pick up and return the ball. And that's a big swing and a miss, but it's gone past the keeper and it's run away. So that looks like it's going to be a 6 because it's a wide plus 4. So that was an expensive ball. 13 off the over. Still 2 balls to come. The Spain motor along. Galley up to bowl. Oh, he pushed that one through a lot quicker. Came back to the bowler, but he couldn't hang on to it. Took the pace off it, but it just escaped his clutch. Patrick tidied up, coming round from mid-wicket. So just the 1 ball left in the over. And that's going to be a wide. So, not a good over there from Galley. .16 runs coming from it, taking Spain on to 90, with still 1 more over before we get to the halfway point. So Kamil is now 10 off of 6 balls, and Manav is 18 off 11. And it's going to be Patrick bowling again. He's still coming around the wicket. Bowling to Kamil. And that's a dot ball. So Manny went back to it. The ball didn't bounce much, making it difficult to play that shot, play a cut shot. Oh, and that's floated up, stroked. Oh, it's gone straight through Joe at cover, but he's taken the pace off it. And they're going to run 2. And Lance comes in from extra cover boundary to pick up. Patrick in again. Oh, and that's a good length ball, lovely ball. Great line and length. Camel just comes forward, puts his bat on it and plays it back to the bowler. Patrick in again. Oh, and that's a full toss. Can't really get it away. It's going out towards the boundary, but John's there sweeping up the offside boundary, comes round square to pick up, and it's just a single. So 3rd ball of the over, in goes Patrick. And again he's, full toss, nicely played out to cover, but it's gone straight to Joe, and he managed to pick up cleanly and stop any run being scored. So 4th ball of the over, and that's again pitch dried up, and great fielding off of his own bowling ensures that there is no run. Oh, and that's over. Okay, so the scoreboard's a little bit behind. So let's just see. So looks like it was just 3 runs off the over. Yep, that's it. So we can see it's updated properly now. So .2.1. Fantastic over. Best over so far of the Madrid fielding. And there's been a change of gloves by the looks of things. Or is it just what happened there?
Return the sweater.
Oh, he's warmed up properly, so he's taken off a layer. Yeah, it's still pretty chilly here at the baseball ground at Elipa. It's Campo now coming into bowl. That was short. That's going to be put away. There's 2 men out there. Can one of them stop it? Yes. It's Adam fielded that on the boundary and stopped the 4. So we've got a forward of square and backward square on the boundary. Here comes Campo, and he's looped that up. That's going to be a wide. So young Campo, 17-year-old, and that's down the leg side. Oh, but it's gone straight to the fielder. Patrick there, that fine leg on the circle. Ball went straight to him. It was going quickly. No chance of a run. Oh, we've just lost the image momentarily. Hopefully it'll be back soon. Oh, I missed it. I'm looking the other way, but yeah, that's played over mid-wicket. It's gone out to the boundary for 4. Nobody could stop that. And that's the 100 up. Okay, pushed out. Oh, the galley's overrun it. The ball's came running in, took his eye off the ball, didn't pick up. The ball went past him, but luckily for him, the batters didn't take a second run. So it was just a single. Comes Kamal again, and he's pitched it up. Ball's gone square of the wicket. I think they're going to run 2 here. John's run round to stop that going for 4, and throws it back in. And that's the end of the over. So another very productive over for Spain. 12 runs from it. Well, let me see, the scoreboard's just updating. Oh no, there was a dot ball in there. So it was 10 runs from the over. And it's going to be Patrick to continue bowling here from the R3 end. That's short, just pushed out towards mid-on. Galley comes round from mid-wicket to do the fielding. Spain heading for a pretty big score here. Oh, bowled him. A swing and a miss. Went straight through. Yeah, not every ball's there to be hit, and that one was good length. Did keep a bit low and got the wicket. So well done, Patrick. Gets his second wicket. 2 for 14, 2.2 overs. So 100 for 3 off 11 overs into the 12th over. But Spain will be very confident that they're going to win this game. So we've got the new batter in. It's going to be Kadir, and he's on strike. Manav is the other batter at the non-striker's end. So there's a little bit of chat going on there. Not quite sure what's going on. The batter at the non-striker's end is just putting his gloves back on. Looks like there's going to be a fielding change shortly. Yes. Imran's currently subbed off, but looks like he's going to be coming back on at some point. So in comes Patrick. Oh, that's a bit of a swipe. It's coming down here towards the boundary, but I think someone's going to pick it up, and they run 2. Not a great looking shot, a bit of a swing across the line, but it's got a good eye, so connected cleanly with it. Managed to clear just over the fielder's head at mid-wicket on the in the circle, and then long on ran round. Sumon at long on ran round to do the rest of the fielding. Oh, it's coming. That's going to be 6. That's a big hit. Oh, that was a better shot. Straight down the ground. Over Sumon's head, nothing he could do about that. So Kadir looking to attack here. 6, 7, 8, 9 runs off the over so far. Oh, that's ball's been hit square. Adam's coming in. I think they're just going to run a single. Yeah, good throw over the stumps. Last ball of the over now. And he goes back to that, plays it out to the cup. Oh, misfield. Went straight through Joe. And it's Lance running around to cover up behind him, and they take a single. So 11 off the over. Spain did manage to get a wicket. Patrick got his second wicket. He's now 2 for 24 off of 3 overs, which in the context of the match is not bad at all. Spain going along at a run rate of 9.5 and over, with 12 overs gone. And it's going to be Kadir on strike, and young Kamal bowling. Kamal, who's from Nepal. So Imran is back on the field of play, and Sumon has gone off. Sumon has probably had the safest hands in the Madrid team. And that ball is short, played out square. They run the first one quick. But oh, John's overrun it. Is it going to go for 4? Oh, he looks like he's hurt his leg there. And they're coming back for, they came back for 2. Kadir was looking for 3, but Manav said, no, I'm going to have the strike. You get back there. And yeah, John's limping his way in at the square leg, not square leg, sorry, the it's like cover point boundary. Oh, but he's now swapping. Patrick's going to go over to be sweeping on the boundary over on the offside. It's at point on the boundary, and John is going to come into third man, and Ananda's moved across to fine leg. Oh, and Galley's coming deeper here at cow corner, and the ball's going to come to him. They'll just jog through for a single. So one ball off that second ball in the over from Kamal. So Caddy's going to be back on strike. He scored 9 off his first 3 balls and is really looking like he's going to try and smash everything out the ground. And he hits that pretty hard. It's going out to mid-off. Lance is there. I think they're just going to take the 1 run. Yep, and the ball's ready coming back in. So it's nice fielding there from Lance. And just a single taken. And that puts Manav back on strike. In comes Kamal. Oh, that's a good length ball, but he managed to hoik it around to square, front of square. But it goes straight to Akshay, and he picks up and tosses it back in. And again, just a single. So 2-1-1-1 so far in this over. 2 balls to come. Oh, and that's short. Lifted up. It's going to come here. Oh, it's. Oh, that nearly. If I'd stood up, I think I might have been able to stop that. But yeah, that was a 1 bounce 4, coming right to the longest part of the ground. Really middled that. That was shifting. Galileo at long on wasn't that far away from it, but he didn't have a chance of getting across to cut it off. It was way too short, really. Ball just sat up nicely, and well, Kamal Kadir has got that in the middle of the bat. Oh, and this is going to be another 6. Or unless it's going to Galley. Galley's. Oh, what a catch! I thought it was going to go over his head, but he's right back here at long on and took a lovely catch. So fantastic fielding there from the skipper. Plucked that one out of the air beautifully. Shame you can't see that one on the camera. Got into position early, had his eye on the ball, took it, made it look comfortable. But I can assure you it wasn't. So Kamal gets a wicket. So that's the end of the over. 9 runs from it, which is slightly below the current run rate of 9.46 an over. And we've got 7 overs to come. Let's see who the new batter's going to be. Oh, and it's Daniel Doyle Calle, Spain's star batter at the T10 tournament and the European Championships recently. So let's see what he can do in today's match. He's been below par in this tournament, but we know what he can do. But the batsman crossed, so Manav's going to be on strike. Oh, and that's smacked away. Could be 4. Akshay's going to try and stop it. Yeah, picks up inside the boundary, and they run 2. Good fielding, nice pick up there from Akshay. He's in front of squares, kind of almost cow corner, but just had to run across to his left to pick that up. So it's still Manav on strike. Oh, a lovely sweep shot. I think this is going to go for 4. Yeah. Patrick won't be happy with that. A very nicely executed shot. And got it quite fine, so backward square had no chance of getting to that. Oh, that was a good ball. He's poked it out into the offside and running a quick single. That was a much better line. And that brings Daniel Doyle Kay on to strike. And for him, Galley's just dropping back a bit here at long on. And he plays a drive out to the covers. Oh, and a bit of footwork from Anand. Stops the ball, makes sure it doesn't go over the boundary, and they run back for a second. So Daniel Doyle, kind of a bit of a celebration. Yes, I think that's his first runs of this tournament. So yeah, he's managed to get a duck in every game up until now. So well done him. Oh, another beautifully hit shot. That's going to be 4. Pummeled that through the covers. That was in his... Oh, just stepped forward, nice big stride, turned it into a half volley. And Lance is on a kind of a wide extra cover on the boundary, but there was no way he was going to stop that. So last ball of the over, and a pretty expensive one. Oh, but no run from this one. The batter went back to it, came onto him quicker than he expected, and didn't time his shot, just went straight down into the ground. So finally a dot ball from what was a pretty expensive over. 13 runs coming from it. And so Patrick finishes his 4 overs for 37 runs. For 2 and plus 2 wickets. It's probably going to be one of the better bowlers, if not the best bowler, bowling figures from Spain, from Madrid United. Come on, get it right. Madrid CC. There are a couple of Madrid United players playing for Spain today. Manover's on strike. It's Galley to continue. That was a short ball. Oh, that was very nearly a catch. A terrific effort from Imran. Went down to his right. I don't know whether it carried to him or whether it just bounced in front of him. But he went for it, got something on it, took the pace off it, and Akshay came round behind him to finish the fielding. Oh, and that's hit hard and straight. I think that's going to be 4 more. Wasn't very far away from Patrick here at long on, but he hit it straighter, and the fielder was not going to get across in time for that. So Spain looking like they're going to get close to the 200 mark, if not past it. Galley into bowl. Short, pushed away into the offside. They've run 1, are they going to look for 2? I think they are. Yeah, good running. So Lance came in pretty quickly from long off, but couldn't stop them getting 2. 3 balls to come in this over. Oh, it's up in the air. Patrick's under it and takes a cracker. Lovely catch down here in cow corner. Oh, what a great pair of hands. So I hit that pretty cleanly, picked out the longest boundary, and Patrick was very well positioned. Got into position early, didn't take his eye off the ball, and took a very nice catch. So Mr. Doyle Kay departs. Smacked the ball around a bit for a few balls, but he has to go back to the pavilion. And now we have 5 wickets down. Still plenty of batting to come for Spain, so they won't be too bothered about that. And Daniel went for 12 runs. So he faced 6 balls, scored 12 runs, hit 2 fours, and that's a strike rate of 200. And the next batter in is Samir. So once again we have father-son partnership out in the middle. Of course, Manav's already on 37 off 26. And there's 2 balls to come in this over. Oh, and a very fine cut there down to John at third man. Manages to stop it, not cleanly, but enough to stop a second run, or stop the ball going for 4. Galileo, he plays that short, paddled around the corner, but there's no run. It's just gone straight to Kamal. He's stopped the ball at second grab, but prevented the run. So 8 runs and 1 wicket off the over. That's one of Madrid's better overs during this game, and that leaves Galileo on 34 for 1 off of 3 overs. Run rate still 9.6. We've got 5 overs to go. So I'd expect 2 of those last 5 to be bowled by Imran and Akshay. But it looks like it's going to be Kamal to continue. And Sumon is coming back on to the field of play. Gali's pushing over to the offside. Sumon's going to be filling in there at fine leg, and Joe's going to go and have a rest, maybe an early bath, as he sprints off the field. And we're ready to continue. So it's Samir, father facing, cracks that one nicely, but it's straight out to Anand on the boundary, who should pick that up, but they managed to come back for 2. Second grab to pick it up, although I think they would have run 2 anyway. There goes Kamal. Again, it's a bit short. Oh, and a diving stop there. Very nice from the skipper at cover. So that restricted them to 1. See the screen now. And there's no run there, it's just hit quite cleanly, but straight to Imran at mid-wicket. So it's a rare dot ball. Oh, you've lost the screen. Well, Kamal bowls. It's down the leg side. I think that's going to be a wide. Yep, 2 runs to the score. Oh, the scorer just put in a 7 there. I think he must have hit the wrong button. Yeah, 2, that's better. He bowls again. Oh, and that's clipped away for 4. Straying down the leg side and put away very nicely by a man in form, or a boy in form, Manav. Moves to 41 off of 30, heading towards that 50. Okay, 1 ball of this over to go. 9 runs off it so far. Come on, Kamal. Oh, it's a no ball, in fact. It was off the mat. So that's going to be the end of the over. Quite an expensive one. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, 11 runs coming from it. So let's see who's going to bowl this next over. Looks like we're going to see Anand. Going to bowl some steady little medium pacers. Invites the batter to have a hit. And this will be the 6th bowler that Madrid have used during this innings. So they don't have to use another bowler. They could persist with the spinners, but they're going to try something different. So on 155 for 5, going along at 9.7 and over, they're going to get close to the 200 mark, if not over it. Oh, pitched up straight down the ground for 4. Lovely shot. It's okay, this camera's off. Oh, the misfield for mid-wicket there, but they were always going to run a single as the ball came slowly out to Imran. You think you need it? So, oh, smashed out into the covers. Gally tried to stop it, didn't manage. And Kamal picked up on the boundary and gets the ball back in nicely. Yeah. So it's just starting to rain again a little bit. Just a sprinkle at the moment. Let's hope it doesn't turn into a shower. So here comes Anand. Oh, that ball's short, but let me see. They're going to go back for a second. Yeah, they're easily going to make 2 here. Very quick between the 2 wickets. You'd expect communication to be good between father and son. Not so I can always say the same. So far 8 runs off this over with 2 balls to go. Oh, it was aerial. Imran had a brave diving stop. The ball landed in front of him anyway, but he managed to take the pace off it and pushed it to his left, and Patrick came in from long on to complete the fielding. And they just ran a single. And this looks like it's going to be another one, straight down the ground to long on. Patrick doing the fielding, and he's done a nice clean pick up. He's just tempting the batters to take another run, so he hasn't thrown the ball in yet, but they're not going to do it, so there you go. So 10 runs off that over from Anand. It's been pretty much the average 9.7 runs per over Spain have been going along at. So Anand just doing as well or as badly as anyone else. But Samir looking confident, as is his son Manav. It's starting to rain a little bit harder now. Okay, so it's going to be Galileo to bowl his last over. And it's slog sweep coming down here to the leg side boundary. Akshay's there. He's picked up pretty quickly and cleanly and gets the ball back in, so they're only going to take a single. So Samir will be back on strike. So here comes Gali again. Oh, fires that one in quicker. There's going to be no run though. That's straight to Imran. Imran threatens to throw the stumps down. He doesn't. Gali has a bit of a laugh about that. I think he didn't like the idea he was going to try and hit the stumps from there. But a rare dot ball. Oh, and that's going to be a 6. Big hit. Ball was way too short from Gali and it just sat up nicely to to be plonked over the boundary, over the square boundary. Well, it's between, it's kind of mid-wicket boundary really. So Samir looking in good form. These two batters not looking in any trouble against the bowlers. 172 for 5. Galley's got 3 balls left of this spell. And the rain's coming down. That's going to make the ball difficult to hold for the bowlers and the fielders. Oh, and that one's just going to be played out to square, but they're not going to get another run. Akshay was onto that very quickly. The clean pick up and got the ball back in quick. So the rain's still coming down here, but they're going to carry on for now. And that's fired in. Oh, it was a full toss and beautifully put away for 4. Lovely shot from Manav. So he's just 2 away from the 50 with 1 ball to come in this over. Here comes Galley into bowl, and it's short, punch down the ground, but Patrick's on it pretty quick and there's only going to be 1 run. But pretty expensive over nevertheless, 13 runs from it. Spain getting close to the average of 10 and over. So that's 18 overs gone now, just 3 left. No, 18 overs gone, 2 left. Oh, didn't add up very well there. And I'm guessing that Akshay's going to bowl this one and Imran's going to bowl the last over. So Spain will be expecting to get past the 200 mark, or at least very close to it. We've got 2 batsmen nicely in. Both scoring a pretty high strike rate, close to 200. And goes Akshay, his last over. Oh, and the batter tried to do a reverse hit, got a glove, and that brought up his 50. So 4 runs. Gloved it for 4. Akshay comes in again. Oh, and that's lifted. Oh, and a fine catch on the boundary from Galley. Catching's been excellent from Madrid during this game, and that was flipped over towards the mid-wicket boundary. Galley was ready for it and took a fine catch, and that's 6 wickets down. So the Spain have just kept scoring. Losing wickets hasn't really bothered them, hasn't interrupted with the flow. And looks like that shower's gone over and it's stopped raining now. So let's see who the new batter's going to be. So 6 out, so we're down to number 8. And it's going to be Arshad. Touset Arshad. I think I said that the wrong way round. So Akshay comes in to bowl. Still got 4 in this over. Oh, and it's a bit of a cross the line slog. Connects with it though, and he'll get a single for it. So Touset's off strike. He's off the mark with 1. And that puts Sami back on strike. Three to come. Left arm over the wicket. Oh, and that's hit. It's aerial. Patrick's there and takes the catch. Another excellent catch by this Madrid cricket club. They've really had safe hands all over the field today. So Sami hit that quite cleanly, but it was in the air, came down to long on, and Patrick snaffled it up. So 2 wickets in this over for Akshay. He'll be pleased with that. So let's see who's going to be the next batter in. So we're still waiting to see what name's going to come up on the scoreboard. Can't see from here who it is. What I can tell you is that Akshay's got 2 balls left to ball. Just waiting for the scoreboard to catch up. That's it. So Touset is still there, but the new batter is left-handed. Still waiting for the name to come up. So it's another. Oh, it has a swing and a miss. So a rare dot ball. So far 5 runs off the over and 2 wickets. So in comes Akshay. Stuttering run up. He bowls, and it's another swing and a miss. Oh, and it's a catch. All he can do is put it straight back to the bowler, and he wasn't going to drop that. So 3 wickets in the over for Akshay. A fantastic 19th over for Madrid. Only 5 runs from it, and yet another catch held. So all that intense training is paying off at last. Well done, caught and bowled. Of course, bowlers always make a special effort to catch or stop a ball off their own bowling, and Akshay wasn't going to be any different there. So, Madrid could potentially bowl out Spain. So let's have a little word for our sponsors while we're here. Never mind. them. So, the new batter in. Looks like it's Alistair, but no, it's Jaime. Jaime. But Tusef is on strike. That's Jamie Riley. I think they've put that in as Jaime. Oh, and flicked away to the boundary, but there's a fielder there. Adam's going to get that ball in, and they're just going to get a single. Jamie. Jamie Riley. And he's on strike. Oh, nicely driven out through the covers. Akshay's there. They'll get a single. Didn't stop it cleanly, but got enough on it to be able to pick it up at a second attempt. So 185 for 8. 4 balls left. And again, it's going out to Akshay. Chance of a run out, and he's gone. Great bit of fielding there from Akshay. And Imran was there, collected that ball just to. Akshay kept his head, underarm throw over the stumps, and there was Imran just to grab it and take off the bow as well. Demolish the stumps really, but yeah, great work. So just 1 wicket left. So 3 balls to come. Can Madrid bowl Spain out? That's the question. These last 2 overs have been very good for Madrid. Akshay getting 3 wickets in the previous over, and now 1 wicket here from a run out in the last over. Oh, that was a full toss, and it's been punished, smacked away for 4. Well, that spoiled the over a bit. Two to come. Okay, here comes Imran, 2 balls. Can he poach the last wicket? Garang in. Oof! Oh, it's a wide ball. So that's 2 runs and an extra ball. 191. They've got to go some to get to the 200. But that's going to be a massive ask anyway already for Madrid batters. Oh. So an appeal from Imran. I'm not quite sure what he was appealing for. Oh, it came off the leg, so appealing for an LBW. They ran a bye. So we've got 1 ball to come. Last ball of this innings. 1 wicket left. Oh, and fine strike. Just going to be. Oh, they're going to run. Misfield from Lance, and they managed to run 2. So good knock from Spain. Used up most of their wickets, but managed to get through to the full 20 overs, scoring a very decent 192. Difficult to imagine that with the quality of the Spain attack that Madrid are going to be able to get these runs, but hey, you never know. They'll give it their best shot. Okay, I'm just going to hang up the mic. I dare say I'll be back shortly.
Jamie there?
Well, it's the same image on both. Okay, so we've got Adam and Lance opening the batting for Madrid to try and chase down this massive total of 195 off 20 overs. So we've got the student and the teacher here, as Adam used to coach Lance when Lance was just 7 years old. And in comes Jamie and plays the pull shot. Adam plays the pull shot, but it goes straight to backward square and there's no run. Jamie, or I can call him Jaime. I wouldn't spell Jamie like that, but there we go. He's been bowling very well in this tournament. Well, very well this year. Oh, and it's a play and a miss, drifting across the right-hander. Of course, there's huge scoreboard pressure here, so the batters really need just to get that out of their head, just play the natural attacking game. But a good start for Jamie with 2 dot balls. Oh, that one kept low. Adam looking for the cut shot, but it wasn't there. It stayed too low for him under the bat. And Spain kicking off with 3 dot balls. Oh, lovely shot from Adam there. The ball was in the slot and he's smashed that over cover and it rolls to the fence for 4. Of course, you can afford to go aerial here as long as you get the ball over that in a ring. There's only 2 outside and one of those is at third man and the other one is at deep square. Deep back, that's at forward of square. And that's where this one goes. Oh, it's nearly a catch. Tipped over the bar. Thought that was going to clear the fielder, but I think that was Samir that dropped that. And his son tidied up behind him, running around the boundary to stop that going for 4. So now we've got the left-hander, so they'll be wanting to get Lance out quick so they don't have to keep swapping the fielders around every ball. So I think Adam, you can count himself unlucky. Lucky they didn't get caught, but unlucky they didn't go for 4. He hit it pretty sweetly. Okay, so Jamie Riley against Lance, the 2 youngsters. Oh, and getting a good bit of bounce off the pitch there. Goes over the top of Lance's bat and taken well by the keeper. So only 5 off the over, so slipping behind the run rate already. So it'll be Adam facing. So that's a nice message from Barcelona, wishing us all the best for this run chase, wishing us good luck and saying, I think you're going to need it. No, I think Sam Phillips is completely right. Oh, nice shot there, just played out, half volley, played out into the covers, but there's a sweeper there, so it's just a 1 run. So it's Lance on strike, Camille's the bowler. very decent all-rounder. Oh, a lovely shot. Oh, what a catch though. I mean, he really picked that up nicely, but he went straight to the fielder, and Lance would be disappointed to have got out. You know, the ball was there to be hit. He smacked it well, but he didn't get over it. He wasn't worried about going aerial, but it went straight to the fielder, and that was a really smart catch. So first wicket goes down in the second over, and it's Campo to take the scalp. There's another cloud coming over. I can just feel a little spot of rain as the floodlights come on. So I'm going to reach back to grab the umbrella. Open top commentator's box we've got here. There is actually a proper commentator's box in the Woodward stand, but it's right in the corner, well back. It's really positioned there for baseball, and it's not ideal for cricket. In any case, our cables don't run that far, so we're down here in Cow Corner. So the new batter for Madrid is Sumon. Simon's had a good season, especially early on in the season, and we'd really need him to do something special here to have any chance of chasing down this total. And that's just worked into the leg side for a single. So he's off the mark. So Adam facing, and it's a wide ball, so 2 more to the total. So far just 4 off the over, or 4 balls, 2 to come. And that ball didn't bounce at all, kept really low, and that's going to be a dot ball. So Adam really looking for that ball to get up a bit higher for that shot, but there's good pace on it, and the floodlights come on, and pretty much at the same time the sun comes out as well, so the whole place is very well illuminated. And they're taking a quick single. Oh no, they go back. Oh, and there's a misfield, so they could have taken the single in the end, but never mind. And that's over. Just the 4 runs from it, 1 wicket. So excellent figures for Camille. 4 for 1 off 1 over. Oh, so we've got good illumination. We've got the sun shining, and we've got a rain falling as well. That's going to be Jamie to continue from the R3 end. Oh dear, it's got quite heavy all of a sudden. Good job I've got the brolly up. It looks like it's going to be a brief shower. So the sun's still shining not far behind. So I think they're going to keep going for now. Makes it difficult for the bowler to grip the ball, and for the fielders. Well, it didn't seem to matter too much in the Spain innings, because Madrid really hung on to everything. Oh, but a nice shot from Sumon. Goes aerial, but I don't think it's going to run to the boundary. You know, the rain slowed up the outfield, so they're just going to take 2. But yeah, Sumon saw that one nicely. Rain falling quite heavily at the moment. There's a big, there's a bit of a, over to my left there's a rainbow starting to appear. And Jamie comes in again. Lovely length ball, and it's chopped down. It goes over the stumps, over the wicketkeeper's head, but third man runs round to stop the 4. So it's just 1 more to the score. And that puts Adam back on strike. So left arm over the wicket, Jamie comes into bowl. Well pitched up, well driven down the ground. Oh, and a good diving, lovely diving stop. That could have easily gone for 4. Might not have made it because the ground is really slowing up as the rain falls. But Alistair there showing some athleticism in sprinting to his left and diving across to stop the ball, to make that just a single. So 3 balls to come in this over. And that's again, just going to be a single down to third man. Again, Adam was really looking for the square cut, just got a bit of a bottom edge on it, as the ball did not get up as much as he'd have liked. So the rain's just easing off. 2 balls to come in this over. Short, oh, lovely shot. That's gone for 4. Pull shot, aerial but safely over the fielders, and 1 bounce into the boundary. So Adam will be pleased to finally time a short ball, and he hit that very sweetly. Nobody on the boundary on that side, of course. We're still in the power play. That one's pitched up more and it's driven, and could that be stopped? Yeah, that's there's a sweeper on the boundary, runs round and makes that just a single, and that's over. 3, 5, 10 off the over. So that was a much better over for Madrid. A 4-2 and 4 singles. So that gives Jamie 15 for no wicket off his 2 overs. I expect that. Oh no, we're going to have a bowling change. Looks like it's going to be Samir to come on. Let's just see some nice pretty coloured lines on the screen for a sec. There we go. So I think the umpire's signalling the bowling change. Yep, they've got that. So Adam on strike. Left arm round the wicket. I don't think so. I mean, left arm ball coming across, you know, it's going to be difficult to get an LBW decision unless you get the ball to turn back into the batsman, and the ball does not turn a lot on this pitch. Oh, short ball, went to play the pull shot but didn't get it. So that's another dot ball. Good variation of pace from Samir. Oh, he goes down the wicket, lifts that. Oh, it's going to be 1 bounce. Nearly went for 6, but it's 1 bounce inside the boundary, using his feet there to get to the pitch of the ball. Lovely shot from Adam. Oh, that was a good ball. Adam just playing down the line of the stumps, and the ball went past the bat. Comes in again, Samir. Short. He rocks back, gets an edge, goes down to third man, and they run a single. So just 5 off this over so far with 1 ball to play. So that was a dot ball, swing and a miss from Sumon. Just 5 off the over. Scored a 24 off of 4. So we're going at 6 and over. Madrid going at 6, and they need an awful lot more. So you can see the run rate there. Still not impossible, it's 10.7 and over, but it's a big ask with the bowling that Spain has. So we're going to have a change of bowler here. Oh, and that's nicely put away from Adam. That was short, he got into position early. So he was in a, that's what we always tell the kids when they're going to play a pull shot, get into position early so you've got a nice stable base to then play the shot. And he knows there's nobody back past out of the inner circle, so he can just loft it over the fielders, and that was safely run away for 4. Get the microphone a bit closer. So Rock's back, looking to play a cut shot, just gets a bit of a thickish edge, it goes down to third man, and they take a single. So that brings Suman on to strike. The 2 players outside the circle are at long on and long off, so they'll be looking for the ball to hit straight. Oh. So, could we be on for a bit of man-catting? I don't think so. Just lost his run up there. So here goes Garone. Bangs it in short. Tries to play the cut. Just goes into the ground. But Suman easily gets through for the single. So that short ball outside the off stump. Both batters are struggling to get it away. Again, that was a bit short, offside or off stump, played out into the covers, but there's no run. Adam on strike. Oh, good backing up from Ittifaq there. That could so easily have gone for 4 overthrows. Yeah, these batters desperately trying to get a run. It's 2 dot balls in a row. One more's coming this over. Oh, big shout, but it's not out. So Sammy's going to bowl his second over. 6 off that over. Run rate slowly creeping up. Required run rate is now at 11. Both of these batters currently at a strike rate of 100. 22 off 22 for Adam and 6 off 6 for Suman. And the 2... Oh. Madrid finding it very difficult to get this ball away. We've got 2 fielders on the boundary, long on and mid wicket. So a bit of an inside edge to backward a square, and Jamie Riley comes in. The wicketkeeper goes after it as well, but it was a pretty easy single, and that puts Adam back on strike. So just a bit of a change in the field there for Adam. The rugby going straighter, and again he's looking to play that late cut, gets a bit of a bottom edge on it, runs it down to third man, just a single. to bowl again. Again, just runs it down to third man for another single. That's not enough, of course, but well, that's what's on offer. Getting a bit of bounce out of the wicket. Oh, wrapped on the pad. Another dot ball. One to come in this over. Really good over from Samir. Just 3 runs from it, 3 singles. Nice drive. Just be for a single out into the covers. Didn't really get hold of it. And Ittifaq's there to pick up. So just 4 singles off the over. 34 for 1. Run rate keeps creeping up. 11.5 required run rate now. Some excellent bowling, making it really difficult to get the ball away, get the 4s and 6s that Madrid really need. So at the start of the day, I'm not sure that anyone would have betted on them to get to the final, but having won 2 matches in a row, here they are. So that's been a very good achievement for Madrid Cricket Club. So left arm around, comes nice shot down the ground. I think it'll just be 1. So Ravi picks up. Of course, very difficult to get an LBW when you're bowling around the wicket. Getting that impact in line and the angle of the ball very easy. It's very easily going to miss the stumps. Oh, and that's an edge, but it's looks like it's going to run away for 4. So a lucky strike there for I think that's Sumon. Went for a big swish. Got enough on it to send it between the third man fielder and the backward point. That's a much needed 4 though. So that pushes Sumon's strike rate just above 100. Oh, and he's gone big. Is it going to carry? There's a man out here on the boundary. Oh, it's got. Oh dear. Sorry, I have to laugh there. It actually was a 1 bounce 4, and it just plopped over. Really, the fielder only needed to take about 2 steps back, and he could have caught that. But yeah, it did bounce inside the boundary. So unlucky Sumon not to get a 6, but also pretty lucky not to be caught. But you know, you've got to pick that ball up early and get in position. It's not easy. And he goes, oh, lovely shot from Sumon. Powered that through extra cover for 4. Picked up the length early, launched into it. So that's 3 4s in a row. Ball smacked out to mid-wicket, but it's gone straight to the fielder. It was travelling quickly, so there's no chance of a run. So dot ball after 3 4s. Just 1 ball to come in this over. 13 runs off it so far. And that's, oh, it's an edge. This could be caught. This has got to be caught, surely. Yes. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, very surprising drop there. Looked like that was a must catch. Who that is? But yeah, that was a big thick outside edge. Sumon going for the big hit, but and it looked like the ball was safely in the hands, but I don't know what happened. It just, before you know it, the fielder's lying on the ground and the ball's out of his hand. Definitely not the sun in his eyes, because the sun's disappeared. Maybe the floodlights, I don't know, it was way too up high to be the floodlights. You're going to have to find another excuse. The As fielders, we're experts at that. Anyway, that was 14 off the over. That was the best over for Madrid CC so far. Something they really needed. Sorry? Camel. Oh, it was Camel, yeah, the Camel with the drop. So Garang. Camel himself coming into bowl now. And get good pace on behind that. And just a forward defensive. I think Sumon did well just to keep that out. So run rates up to 11.45. They're going to need, Madrid will need a lot of big overs to get back into this match. Still only 1 wicket down. 2 good batters at the crease. Oh, good length ball outside the off stump. A swing and a miss from Sumon. So it's 2 dots in a row. Camel here proving very difficult to get away. Just 4 runs off his first over with 1 wicket. Oh, very nice shot. Cut shot running away down towards the boundary, and it's gone. Lovely shot from Sumon there, just waiting for it, guiding it away, backward of square for 4. Oh, colour bars. Hopefully they'll disappear in 1 second. This Camel comes into bowl. Very fast. Oh, Yorker. Fast Yorker. Sumon didn't spot that. Couldn't jam down the bat. He was already playing a shot. And that's cleaned him up. Bails have gone flying. And so who's that going to bring to the crease? Oh, Galileo. So 2 down now, 52 on the board, 7.4 overs gone. So there's 2 balls left in this over. And Galley's facing. We've got 3 out of the circle. We've got a square leg on the boundary, backward square, and a 3rd man. Galley hits that firmly, but it just goes straight to cover, and that's a dot ball. So we've got a mid-off, cover and point in a row on the offside, and we've got a third, we've got a backward point. Oh, and that's a nice shot straight down the ground, and that's going to be 4. And that was straight enough to pierce the 2 fielders at mid-off and mid-on. So Galley showing good intent there, and that was 8 runs off the over. That's now 8 overs gone. Run rate, required run rate's 11.6. Still plenty of wickets left. A few big hitters still to come. So the field's being joggled around here. Ittifaq's come out to long on, nearly on the boundary, but I think he will be on the boundary. Oh, and that's a big hit. That's 6. He banged that ball in, it just sat up nicely, and Adam said thank you very much. and sent it well over his watching teammates. That would have gone into the stand if it wasn't for that fishing net in front of it. So Toussaint there getting punished on his first ball. That was pitched up, and they'll take a single pretty comfortably, I think. Could there be an overthrow? Yes. So that was Jamie Riley with the throw. Nobody bothered getting a line to back up. So they managed to run a second. So 8 runs off the first 2 balls of this Toussaint over. Well, that's not really his fault. The ball was pitched up, was played out to mid-off to try to throw at the stumps, which is fair enough. But then there was an overthrow. Oh, nicely turned around the corner. Single. It could be back for 2 if they're interested. No, they're not. So just a single. That brings Galley back on strike. And that's just nicely turned on the leg side by Adam. There's only one behind square and he's at the boundary, so. Oh, nice shot there. It's just going out to the boundary. There's a sweeper there, so it'll be a single. That brings Adam back on strike. He's on 34 off of 29. 2 balls left in the over. 10 runs so far off this over. Oh, and there's no run there. Just played out square, short ball. Oh, but misfield, and they take a run. Good running from Galley. He was going to the danger end. He called him through, so that's fair enough, and he made it. So a few mistakes from Spain in the field so far. Something we haven't seen so far. Up until this game, the fielding's been excellent. Well, and yesterday, of course, they haven't had to play today because they've got straight through to the final. So 1 ball to come. And that's just plonked into the leg side. Mid-wicket comes in and they run another single. So 12 off the over. So they're up with the run rate on that over. So pretty good over for Madrid. And oh, Jamie's coming back on to bowl. And it's going to be Galley facing. Let's have a look around the field, see what his options are. So we've got 4 on the leg, 5 on the off, so expect him to be bowling outside, on or outside off stump. Yeah, that's what he does. And Galley just gets a bottom edge on it and it trickles through to the keeper. So on the leg side we've got 3 on the boundary and 1 in at mid-wicket on the circle. Then we've got 2 on the boundary on the offside. Oh, and that's a short ball. It's coming out here to mid-wicket on the boundary, cow corner really. And it in fact comes across to cover, cuts it off. But they comfortably run 2. So young Jamie Riley, been bowling really well today. Comes in, pitched up. Oh, and a nice shot from Galley. It goes over the top of the fielder there. It's running to the boundary for 4. And quick as Alistair is, he's not going to catch that. So fine shot from Galley there. So Alistair staying deeper now to cut off that scoring route. Oh, and he's picked up that. It's going to drop short of the fielder, so just going to take the one. For a while I thought that might carry. But went out to the mid-wicket boundary, and that was just comfortably picked up and sent back in by Maniv here out on Samir's boy. In goes Jamie, 2 balls to come. Oh, and that kept low. Adam looking to steer that through the offside, but not an easy shot on this wicket. Jamie comes in again, last ball of the over. Nice length. Adam just waves as it goes by, and it's a good over. Just 7 runs from it, well below the asking rate, which is now up to 12 and over. But it's not a bad effort from Madrid at the halfway stage. They're on 75 off of 10. Of course, they're well short of the run rate, but still not pretty decent effort. Plenty of batting still to come. A few big hitters in there as well. Looks like it's going to be Samir coming back into the attack. With the field spread pretty wide, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the boundary. Just 3 in. So singles everywhere to be had, but of course singles are not enough. Oh, and he's picked out. Oh, it could be a run out. No, he's missed. Yes, but there's overthrows. The person backing up didn't manage to stop the ball. Wasn't coming that fast, but in the end it needed a second row backing up here of Ittifaq, who ran in well from the boundary to limit the overthrow just to 1. So it's Adam now on strike, and he goes aerial. It's going to bounce in front of the fielder. Alistair's coming in. 1 bounce, picks it up and puts it straight back to the bowler. Samir comes in again. Oh, and that's just going to be nicely played down the ground for a single. Ittifaq comes in, nice clean pick up and throw, and another single for Adam. Oh, that was for Galley. It's Adam facing now. Oh, and he's going back trying to cut that, but not managing to make contact. So Sonny bowling left arm, the ball slanting across. Oh, this could be a catch. You'd expect Alistair to take this. Oh, no, he's missed it. Oh, and they managed to run 2. So, yep, I don't know if you heard that, but Alistair is not happy with himself. Didn't really get into the right position, and then didn't judge where the ball was falling. I don't even think he got a hand on it in the end, but you would have expected that to be taken. Oh, and that's going to go away for 4, I think. Yep. I don't know if that was pad. Yep. Oh, I thought he might have turned it off his legs, but it actually just hit the pad and ran away for 4 byes. So that could have been very different, that over. But 6 runs off the last 2 balls, 9 off the over, and these 2 still there to fight on. 9 overs left. Of course, the run rate still creeping up. 12.3 required now. But yeah, they're making a decent fight of it. Or should I say, we're making a decent fight of it. And Jamie's going to continue. This will be his last over. 22 for no wicket. And Alistair's removed himself from that long off position. He's gone into cover. Extra cover really, just on the circle. Here comes Jamie. And it's a good length ball. And Alistair makes an excellent stop at extra cover, where the position he's just moved to. Got down to it, got both hands on it, and that ball wasn't getting past him. He looked a bit cross with himself for not making that catch earlier, so we'll be feeling better for getting both hands on that one. And it's a dot ball. And there's going to be a single here. It's also played out to Alistair, who has a throw at the stumps. But the ball was travelling much slower and it gave him the opportunity to run through for a fairly easy single. So Jamie coming in bowling, pitched up. Oh, nice shot. It's gone past cover. I think there's just going to be one though. Get Ravi picking up there at a wide mid-off position. Nice looking shot for Galley, just the one run for it though. Spain got the field spread out around the boundary, so you really need to hit the ball hard into the gaps if you're going to get a 4. So another, again, stroke nicely down the ground. Idifac's coming in. This is just going to be a single. He's not going to make any mistake with the pickup. And yeah, gets the ball straight back in. So the run's coming in singles. Here comes Jamie again. Short. Oh. But Adam's struggling to get that short ball away. So it's dot ball, just 3 off this over so far, with 1 ball to come. Last ball of his spell. And it's short. Oh, and Adam says thank you very much. But is he going to? It's gone for 4. Split the fielders beautifully. So we had mid-wicket and backward square running in to get that, trying to both on the boundary, but he picked the gap beautifully and got the 4. So that time the short ball that's straighter. Adam's comfortably pulling and hooking. It's not so happy outside the off stump. So 7 off that over. And Madrid on to 91 off 12 overs. So still need over 100 in the last 8 overs. So it's up to 13 and over required now. So Adam's on 43 now off 39, but it's Galley on strike. Just turns that into the leg side, but there's no single. Oh, unless there's an overthrow. No, Alistair's backing up. Another dot ball. Garing's on 20 off of his 2 overs. Nicely driven down the ground, but again straight to Alistair, and there's no run. Really good fielding. No need to stop it, he got both hands on it. Oh, and a nice reverse pull shot there from Galley, but he's only going to get 1 for it. In fact, he'd be better off pulling it on the leg side because there's nobody back there. But anyway, I guess the ball's outside the off stump. He decided to go for that. And now the field changes for Adam. We've got that backward square and mid-wicket now on the boundary again. He leans back into it, takes on the fielder and gets through for a single. So it's a better over from Garang. And that ball pushed through a bit quicker. Galley had a swing and a miss. Trying to push it out into the offside. Nicely driven down the ground. Probably just going to be a single. They're only jogging through. I think if you'd gone quickly, maybe could have got a second. But you know, the Madrid have been out in the field all day. This is their third match of the day in a row, so maybe they're a bit tired now as well. Yeah, that was a good over for Spain. Just the 4 runs from it. Can Spain get past the 100 in this over? Just 7 overs left now. 14.3 an over required. Yeah, nicely driven. They had to take a single. Bowler took the pace off it, which is Manab, of course. And Alistair came round to finish off the fielding. So it's Adam on strike. Oh, and he hits that very sweetly, but there's a man out on the boundary. It's just going to be a single. Jamie with the fielding. I think that shot deserved maybe an extra run. Again, driven down the ground. Oh, should be a single there. Alistair showing some athleticism there. Diving full length, getting both hands to it. And it's another single. Oh, and that ball goes down the leg side. That must be a wide. And we're camera back on. Two balls to come in this over. Just 5 runs off it so far. Oh, goes for a big swing and a miss. Adam on 47. 4 would bring up his 50, but that might be tempting fate, me saying that. Oh, another swing and a miss. Adam looking a bit tired. So just 5 off that over. Oh, but the 100 has come up. But now with just 6 overs left and a huge number of runs required. So this is, you know, once it gets up nearly 60 and over, it's really out of reach. I think it has been for a while. But let's see if Adam can get to his 50. He's on 47 off 45. Galley's on 20 off 21. Both reasonable scoring rates. Oh, and that's a shot that Adam's been trying to play for a while. I think that's going to run away for 4. Yep. Oh no, it's Galley. Galley with the shot. Just a late cut, piercing the 2 fielders that are down there at third man and backward point. running down to the boundary for 4. Very nice shot. So Gehring comes up to bowl again. Oh. It's a swing and a miss. I think just got a bit of bat on it, but not enough to be able to create a scoring opportunity. Oh, I've got a message here that says I'm running low on battery. Oh, played out to mid-on. I'm going to take a run. Without any problem, really. Oh, and again, lovely shot, this time from Adam. He's been trying to get that shot going for a while and hasn't until now, and that's his 50 up, and a lovely shot to do it. Just getting that through between third man and backward point down to the boundary. It's a short boundary there, so if you can play that shot, then there's runs available. So 9 off the over, still well below the asking rate of 16, but a very decent effort. Oh, and again playing that ball. That's a similar shot, but this time it's gone straight to third man and there's no run. So Adam facing, he's on 51. Oh, nice shot. He's just played it down quite fine. The fielder's going to cut it off. They run 2. So 11 off the over. Normal circumstances that would be fabulous, but when you need 16 or 17 and over, then you're well behind the rate. But a great effort, great batting from Adam. And that was a nice shot. The full toss turned away down to the fine leg boundary. Okay, so just 5 overs to go now. Looking forward to having a hot drink. It's been a bit chilly out here in the commentary box. Oh, and that's good running, playing that reverse sweep. However, there are 2 fielders there, whereas on the leg side there are no fielders there. Still very nicely executed. So Manav coming into bowl. Bowling his spin. Oh, and a nice shot, turned away. And I think, no, poor bit of fielding there. Tried to go for the leg stop and completely foxed by the ball. And that's gone for 4. Very nice shot from Adam. Really middled it. Used the pace on the ball, added some to it, sent it away to the backward square boundary. Okay, hopefully you're back with us. Just lost power on the laptop there for a minute. So that was the end of Manav over. 9 off it. And now just 4 overs to go. Madrid on to a very respectable 120. They're not going to reach the 194, but they've been batting pretty well. Adam now on 60 off 50 balls, and Gally 27 off 26. So what are they going to do now? Just keep plodding along, or are they going to try and get a really big over in? So it's Ittifaq coming into bowl. Oh, and a very nice shot played out into the extra cover, but Jamie's out there, he's going to pick it up and limit them to 1 run. A very good throw from Jamie on the boundary. What an arm he's got. So that brings Adam on strike. So Ittifaq bowling his off spin. Very nice shot played out, and it's Jamie again to field. Quickly gets that ball, lovely throw. Just a 1 run. Ittifaq comes up, bowls, and Galley comes down the pitch, turns that into a full toss if it wasn't going to be already, and just strokes it down the ground, but it's just another single. Yeah, the sweep shot would be a good option. There's nobody between short backward square and mid wicket on the boundary. Oh, and that's a nice shot, but it's not going to get any runs. Got 2 fielders there at backward square and third man, quite close together, defending that corner. Two balls to come in this over. It's been pretty economical. Oh, and goes for the big hit, but it's only going to be a single. Hit it cleanly, but it came out here to cow corner, and the Spanish fielder just came round from long on, took it on the bounce, and stopped that ball going for 4. Last ball of the over. And that's coming over here as well. This one might be 4 though. This is wider, very nicely played, and that's 4 runs for Galley. Oh no, was it? Yeah, it was Galley that hit that. So 8 runs off the over. Again, not a bad return, but with 67 needed off of the 3 overs that's left, then it's not going to be enough. But let's see if Madrid can get to somewhere near that 150. So, well, Adam with 62 or 53. Could he be staking a claim for a game in the Spanish tide? Oh, really smart keeping there. So dot ball, the first ball from this Tulsef over. Went for 12 in the first over, so appreciate the dot ball. Oh, and that's cleaned him up. Adam went back, ball was pretty well pitched up, probably wasn't right shot to play, but he's just trying to force the score along, trying to turn it on the leg side. He knows there's a big gap there, and that's going to bring in, I'm sure he's going to come in now. Looks like it's going to be President John. So good knock from Adam. He'll be happy with that. So President John comes to the crease, also known as 6 and out. Tulsef comes into bowl. He leans into that. Maybe could have got a run there, but they didn't go for it. So John will still be on strike, and that's a dot ball. I have to unplug this.
Okay.
Okay. Tusef into bowl. John pushing. This time they're going to take a single. So John not living up to his 6 or out name. So it's Galley back on strike. Just the 1 run off this over. 2 balls left. Oh, and that's going to go for 4. Got a thick inside edge. And that ran away to the boundary very quickly. No chance of stopping that. But it's another 4 to the score. 4 to Galley. And he moves to 37 off 30. Last ball of the over, Tusef in short, and that's guided. Oh, it's going to be overthrows here. Oh, Galley, you're not ready, you're not running. It's easily an overthrow there, but he just got anchored at the bowler's end. Somebody put lead in his boots. Maybe he wanted the strike. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, so just 2 overs to go, and it's going to be Ittifaq to bowl the penultimate over. Bueno, vamos a hacer un over en español. Que Ittifaq a Galley. Y el keeper ha decidido que sí que va a tratar. Ah, nice, buen golpe. Solo va a ser una carrera. Jamie recoge la pelota, trápalo bien y lo devuelve. Y ahora sí va a ser John. Ittifaq lanzando, John bateando. Oh, and that's, lo puede atrapar en el campo. Sí, está eliminado. Mala suerte, John. Lo golpeó bien, pero directamente a un jugador que estaba en el borde del campo. Solo ha tenido que hacer 2 pasos y vino cómodamente la pelota. Hizo un buen catch. Lo atrapó bien. Y es un wicket para Ittifaq. Y ahora, ¿quién está entrando? Ah, pues es Imran. Yo creo que la gente tan alta los deberían dejar coger un bate más grande. Wow, bang, 4 carreras. Que sin esperar, la primera pelota que ha recibido la devuelta para el borde del campo, ha cruzado botando un par de veces. Son 4 carreras. Ittifaq lanza y eso va a ser 6. Eso va a ser 6, sí. Que sí. El jugador de España ya estaba fuera del campo cuando intentó atraparlo, y en cualquier caso se cayó. Y bueno, Imran enseñándonos lo que hacía falta. Oh, pero esto no va a llegar, lo puede atrapar en el aire, y sí, esta vez lo hace bien. Pues muy bien, Imran. Ha recibido 3 bolas y ha conseguido 10 carreras. No está mal. He hecho lo que he podido. Y está saliendo del campo. Y ha entrado, me parece que es Campo. El chico joven, con el lanzador Maduro. Itifak, jugador de Madrid United, jugando hoy para España. Un jugador con mucha experiencia. Y bueno, Kamal ha empujado el balón la bola a Midón, pero no hubo carrera. Y quedan 6 lanzamientos. Y a ver quién va a lanzar. Dos wickets en la última over de Itifak con 11 carreras. Iba a ser Tusef, su tercer over. Los primeros 2 ha concedido 18 carreras. Y va a haber, creo que solo uno. Kamala, no, ha sido Gali, que lo ha bateado bien por el suelo, pero hay un jugador de España en esa posición, Midón, long on, en el borde del campo, que ha parado la pelota. Y ahora Kamal lo ha defendido bien, pero no hay carrera. Quedan 4 lanzamientos en este partido. A ver si Madrid puede llegar a 150. Oh, está en el aire. ¿Puede haber catch? Sí, muy bueno, muy buen catch, muy buen catch. Fabuloso. Ay. Y justo ha empezado a llover otra vez. Y a ver quién está. Está entrando Joe. Pues quedan 3 bolas y sé que Joe lo que le gusta hacer es batear primero con tiempo. Y bueno, a ver si con estos 3 lanzamientos que quedan, a ver si España puede dejar que Madrid supere a 150. Está lloviendo tela. Viene Tusef, lanza. Y bueno, ha conseguido golpear la bola y va a haber una carrera. Y ahora quedan 2. Dos carreras para terminar el partido. Para terminar el torneo con España los ganadores. Y un golpe interesante que ha intentado hacer Galileo, el scoop, pero sin éxito. Queda una bola. 147 tiene. Buen golpe, está en el aire. Vamos chicos, otro. No va a ser la última. 148. Entonces va a ganar España por 46 carreras. Pues enhorabuena España y enhorabuena a Madrid. Han hecho muy bien hoy en ganar los primeros 2 partidos y llegar a la final. Pero España, como esperábamos, era demasiado fuerte, bateando sobre todo, y han lanzado bien. Y pues enhorabuena a ellos. Entonces eso termina nuestra transmisión. Muchas gracias a los que han seguido el partido. Y ya se ha desconectado la cámara. Pues adiós. Goodbye. Thanks everyone. Been a great tournament, and thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to everyone that's made an effort to come and visit us, and hopefully we'll have raised a bit of money for some very good causes. Ukrainian orphans in Poland, and the Al Sama project, fabulous project for Syrian refugees in Lebanon. Goodbye.